And more importantly than anything else is the fact that he's getting back to his winning ways as he once was his freshman year. This is great for him as we progress towards the postseason. There, Dominic Abounader taking on Jeff Koepke, an unranked wrestler. You would think that this would be a blowout for Dominic Abounader, the 10th ranked wrestler in the country, but Jeff Koepke himself is 13-3 on the season. No slouch himself. This will be a tougher match than it seems to be on paper.
And Jeff Koepke, twice an NCAA qualifier, the redshirt senior. He lost to Max Huntley by major decision 10-1 last season. So he did not go up against Dominic Abounader as he dropped a weight class from 197.
Dominic Abounader, the Big Ten champion at 184 pounds last year. He's a true junior.
And out of all the huge wins that the Wolverines had in the individual matches against Ohio State last weekend, I don't know if there was one bigger than Dominic Abounader against Kenny Kortz. He shut him out 5-0, and Kortz was the #2 wrestler in the country.
Unbelievable performance from Dominic Abounader.
Abounader with the 2-point takedown there.
There he goes. Riding on top, similarly to what he did to Kenny Kortz, was able to break him down when he beat him over in Columbus, beating Kenny Kortz, the 12th ranked wrestler in the country. And here he is again.
I think I said he was the second ranked wrestler. I meant to say he was the 12th, but nonetheless, a huge win for Abounader on the road.
When you're able to shut out an opponent that's ranked in the country, similarly to what Isaiah Martinez did against a top 5 opponent like Brian Murphy today, that's when you know that you're making strides, and you should be moving up in those rankings. But I always say it, and I'm going to say it here again, rankings mean nothing. Connor Utsi went into the national tournament last year almost at a 500 record on the season, practically unranked, if so, was 19th or 20th heading into that NCAA tournament, and he hit a hot streak. Was able to place 6th at the tournament, is now an All-American. You know, rankings don't mean a thing.
It's all about momentum and confidence, and if you can get both of those going at the same time, especially down the stretch at the end of the season, going into your conference championships and your NCAA championships in March, that's when it really matters. If you can get the momentum going and if you can have high amounts of confidence, then you will be successful. As you mentioned, the rankings won't matter at that point. If you're wrestling well and you're wrestling with confidence, then you'll have a great chance to beat anybody.
And speaking of confidence, Dominic Abounader confidently taking the lead here in the first period, 2-0.
He already has over 1 minute of riding time at 1:13 currently. Only in the first period already has that big over 1 minute of riding time.
Interesting to note as well, as a junior now, Dominic Abounader is one of 3 captains in this Wolverine lineup.
And all of them come at the heaviest weight classes. Dominic Abounader at 184, Max Huntley, the grad student, at 197, and Adam Kuhn, the junior heavyweight. Those are the 3 captains, those are the 3 leaders, and those are the 3 guys that Michigan's going to need to rely on right now to get this win in this duel. There's a 1-point escape from Illinois. And they will go to the neutral position. As we see the redshirt senior Jeff Koepke, 13-3 on the year. We mentioned earlier that he's 2 times an NCAA qualifier. He's trying to hang in there against Dominic Abounader now, down 2-1, but Abounader has 1 minute and 38 seconds of riding time in this second period. Just under 1 minute left here in this second period.
And the Michigan bench telling Dominic Abounader to use his hands, keep hand fighting here. The Illinois bench thinking he's stalling, looking for a stalling call.
And now Illinois' bench yelling at Koepke to keep his hands moving.
And hand fighting is what sets up takedowns. You need to continue to win that hand fighting battle in these matches. And neither wrestler has an advantage here on the feet. It seems deadlocked.
And with just under 15 seconds left in the second period, a lot of hand fighting going back and forth. I feel like that's going to lead to an extremely exciting and crucial third period.
As you mentioned, 2-1 score. Dominic Abounader up by 1, but with that extra point riding time, he's up by effectively 2. Let's see if he can keep it here as he chooses down going into the third period. He needs to get back up to his feet quick.
As we see Dominic Abounader 11-1 on the season, in a good position now to extend that record to 12-1, but he still has 2 minutes to wrestle to get to that mark. As you see that 1 point escape, 3-1, but technically 4-1 with that minute and a half of riding time he already has. Going for the leg sweep there.
He's able to pick up the ankle, puts it on the shelf. He's gonna keep climbing down that leg. He's gonna secure control there. Gets the 2-point takedown. Great technique from Dominic Abounader. Was able to get that quick control, get the 2-point takedown call. And there he goes, lets him up. The score is now 5-2.
With a minute and 12 seconds left in this third period, Dominic Abounader does not appear to be any position to lose that riding time of a minute and 45 seconds. 5-2 he leads.
Almost a takedown call there in that match. Seems as though there's injury time. Oh, official review rather. They feel as if he should have been awarded that 2-point takedown there at the edge of the mat. Let's see. And as we can see here, we're gonna recap that play. Let's see if he has control here. It's tough to call. And there he goes, out of bounds. Let's see what the referees decide on this one. Both officials, Jeff Cook and Kevin Linich, taking a look at the official review.
It's going to be tough to call a 2-point takedown there.
And what I'm curious to see, they say neutral. They say neutral. The call on the mat stands, no takedown. They're staying neutral. And you know what?
Yeah, that replay was not very conclusive to see if there was enough evidence really to say that that was a 2-point takedown.
And you know what? That's another thing for the young fans, the young wrestlers out there watching this dual meet, watching this match of Dominic Abounader and Koepke. That's something to learn. Even though you may feel as if you have gotten taken down, which Dominic Abounader may very well have been taken down, but he was able to continue to move and get an escape really quickly. Because it was so quick, they didn't feel as if control was crossed over in that. And so Dominic Abounader was able to negate the fact that any points were scored against him in the first place.
7-2 with just under 30 seconds left in this third period.
And while I was babbling with my lesson of young wrestlers, Dominic Abounader was able to pick up 2 points of his own.
And now he's reached 2 minutes of riding time.
With 5 seconds left on the clock, he's gonna take the lead here. 8-2, wins by 6. Gonna pick up a quick 3 points for the Michigan Wolverines as they lead this dual meet now 15-14, as I said, going into those last 4 matches.